Um, let me document my blessings in the farm. When I tell people that I belabor myself and work, don't even look at my feet; they are dirty. But anyway, you can say them. It's okay. This is my harvest for today. Those are tomatoes. I've just harvested them. That's my stock for like I've harvested for 3 days. And I have so much more. I have bananas. I had one. I had two. I sold one. Sasa hapa we kula pole pole. You pita with one, you come out with one. These eggs, ideally I'm supposed to sell a tray. I have a demand and supply are not the same. These are my pawpaws and a bit of passion fruits. And these pumpkins. The cabbage is not from here, but the pumpkins are from my farm. Yeah, so that's my food stock. When I tell you the life of a missionary is to ensure that the gospel is not maligned, one of the ways is to work for the betterment of your family and for to make sure that you're not needy. These are flowers along my corridor. I love flowers. They make life beautiful. These are my flowers. What do you call these flowers? What do you call them? I don't know, but yeah, I have aloe vera there. Those are my first flowers when I came here. But now I have so much more. I'm trying to revive flowers here. Oh, let me say something about this part of the wall. I'll not show you everything because I'm trying to be a bit not expose my life to social media too much. So I'll show you this wall. I want you to see these stones, this decoration. I have done my part and I have hired someone to do their part. Now that wall, the stones come from, as we go, enjoy the flowers. All these flowers. This one's blossom throughout the year, blossom throughout the year, blossom throughout the year. They don't stop, they don't fail. May our lives be like that. We blossom all the time. We don't stop, we don't fail. Harvested bananas here. These are still flowers. That's my water storage tank for fresh water. I have more than enough for a year. It doesn't even go to 3/4. It's always full. I have a lot of bananas. You have seen the harvest. I have a few. I have more. Once that one is done, we have more to harvest. We have more to harvest and eat. And so we are food secure basically. This is coming out. What a blessing. We have more than enough. This is another one. It's great. Oh, and our turkeys, they're about to nest for the next month to give us more poults. This is another banana. And this is another banana. Oh, and the weather today is so good. It feels like it wants to rain. Oh, and this is another banana. All right. Yeah, this is lemongrass. Actually, I'm supposed to harvest for someone a few, so I'm coming to work on it. I've neglected it for some time. I need to what do you call it? Is it prune or thin? I need to thin. Yeah, in my language you call godadaura. I need to thin. This is a vegetable locals love. I have never loved it. Oh, so here is do you see this mountain? This is me and my worker. I harvest stones from the soil because if you do not remove the stones, you have no soil. And then we pack them and we reuse them. So these stones are supposed to do all the houses we have in this, all the small houses for chicken, our house, we use these stones for the hardcore. So we don't buy. So all these stones from last year, June, we have been last year August, because we had harvested a lot like this. We used it for the whole house. We have harvested again. They were used for the house, and now we are collecting more. These are pumpkins. I have harvested a few. We have a bit of rain. If it continues, then we use them. So you see this entrance, we are using the same stones to make the entrance. So these stones are made with sand and ballast and cement and sand, and then they bring out something like this. This is my entrance, and so I'm planting some different types of palms. Coconut palm, traveler's palm, and royal palm. Coconut palm, traveler's palm, and royal palm. Oh, my friend called Josephine gave me these royal palms, and she should know that I'm doing a great job with them. I am a good steward. And then the thing that everybody asks me, when are you harvesting my cassava? My cassava is blossoming. My cassava is blossoming. We don't eat. Well, if you have to serve the Lord, you have to be a hard worker, because people will think that when you raise support or when you use their resources, you're using them to satisfy yourself. I don't use any support money I raise to gratify myself. Instead, it is used for the work of the Lord. As for me and my family, we take care of ourselves. We can look at my cassavas. Look at my cassavas. I love them. I can't wait to start harvesting them. I'm glad for the rains. I'm praying it rains for the next God knows how long. Look at my cassavas. If you're a farmer, you know the feeling. If you're a farmer, you know the feeling. Yeah. And this is a coconut plant, and I'm trying to grow some pineapples from the pineapple head you eat. Then I always have amaranthus, mchicha. I always have mchicha in my farm. This is like the basic thing. Of course, I have sweet potatoes that I have not had a chance to eat for God knows why, but I hope to have a chance to eat. I have so many trees I've planted. This is my flower place. I plant a few flowers and let them grow, and I have some that I'm going to plant very soon, not far from now. I'll plant some. I still have some more things growing this side, but let me show you. So I have vegetables here. Vegetables, kuma, kales, and spinach. And then here is where I harvest the stones. Man, when I tell you I do manual work, I work. When I'm not preaching the gospel or doing my little part-time jobs here and there, this is the work I do. Do you see these stones? They're just a little of what I do. I hit them, collect them, daily work. I do a little every day. And by the way, nobody should tell you that I'm forced by anybody. I just love to work. Anybody who knows me from childhood, I am a work. I work. And so this is my next harvest. I'm accumulating. You see that mountain you see there? It is, this one is now the next one. I'm accumulating because I want to design that place. I want to design that place with the stones. So I want to take some time and remove everything, use whatever I can use, and pack something somewhere else. These are my oranges, some tangerines, and pixies. And in between, I want to also add some pineapples. Yeah, you can see stones everywhere. And when we got this land, somebody would have said, you bought a stone land. But let me tell you, this is a resource. So my most beautiful present current, these are sugar canes. I'm trying. Let's see how they go. It's my harvest of I have brinjals. I had brinjals, but they have overgrown. These ones are a few that are remaining. But when you have 3 pieces or 4, trust me, you can eat a whole month without begging. These cherry tomatoes, FYI, they grow in Kilifi naturally. You can harvest buckets and buckets of cherry tomatoes that you did not plant. These tomatoes are not doing well. These 2 parts, I'm told there's excess calcium. So I'm learning something. I'll see how to regulate that. After this, I'm going to the Google, and I'll spend my day researching on that because I'm resting. And this is my present harvest. I am enjoying harvesting my tomatoes today. I've just harvested several, and I can see more I can carry, but I'll harvest tomorrow. I don't let them yellow and red. I don't let them because the birds will also be attracted by them, and then we'll be competing. So the moment I begin to see a sign of fruit of ripening, I harvest very quickly, and store them. So why do all this? I don't want to malign the gospel and shame the gospel by acting like a lazy person. So I harvest them like this. I harvest them when they look like this, so that me and the birds don't compete, because they will trace them will color. This is my present work with the pineapple heads. We did the first few here, and they did very well. Do you see these ones? They were the first ones to sort, and they did very well. So when they started doing very well, decided now to go to the market and get more heads, and this is what now we are doing presently, planting. Uh, yeah, and they are working well. Of course, in this shamba, stones and more stones, stones and more stones. That's my water well. That's my water well. I have a lot of water. Kilifi should fill the whole nation. Kilifi should feed the whole nation. That's my water well here. I'm planting nduma. What do you call nduma? Arrow, they're not arrowroots. Are they arrowroots or what are they? So I hope to accumulate and one day fill this whole place. Somebody gave me 10 pieces and they are gold. And so I've actually done well with them. Of course, more bananas, but not looking very healthy because of management. There's just so much work to do here, so you can only do so much. Yeah, and yeah, in a nutshell, that's the work that I've been doing, growing food and crops and fruits and flowers. And I love the soil and I love to work on it and see it produce, understand it, regulate it, do some changes to it. Oh, there's a pumpkin here. There's hope for me that they will add more. This year there was no rain. Those who are enjoying rain, enjoy them, because this year for us there was really very little rain. And that's a flower. That's a flower. This is a spice. This is curry spice. This one here, and of course that's an old purple plant that we have eaten so much. Yeah, and that's the work I do for a day. A lot of work. Before I really say I am there, I will take some time. And then of course this is also a mango tree that I've planted severally, but this one finally has taken root, and I have several others hoping they do well here. So in future I want to remove all these stones, use them as hardcore for an outdoor sitting area, and clear this place completely and make a beautiful sitting area, very beautiful sitting area, and then continue the work of the Lord as I write, hoping to go back to writing another book. I stopped writing after I lost a book I had written with another iPad. Then I have never recovered that book, but it is well. It is well. Yeah, so over time, this will be a very beautiful place, because those stones, a lot of them will come to this path and somebody will do the work. Of course, that's not me now. I can't go to those. My chest will burst out. But I've shown you just a glimpse. There's so much happening. And so when I am not in school, when I'm not in teaching, when I'm not preaching, when I'm not doing other things outside the compound, I spend the time making sure that we have food, and we don't have to worry if whether to buy or not, because I think a lot of family expense goes to food and education, school fees, and what else. So we have tried to make our budget go to zero. Therefore our home is fully run on solar. We have food in the farm, and we have tried to secure a few things so that we will never stop preaching the gospel and give an excuse. But God uses men to bless us and supply in other ways, and gives us work. We love to work, basically, when we can. So that wall you can see down there, it's still under construction. They are putting the stones to decorate it. Then I'll put the lights, and wow, yeah, this will be a real haven, a home, a peaceful place for us to hide. The Lord bless you.